Alex Hormozi just broke a Guinness World Record of the most amount of book copies sold in a short period of time. I think he had the record before, but he's just blown out of the water. But I couldn't help but want to understand the financials and like the mathematics of what he's just done in a single day with his book. So in this video, I'm going to try and break down my estimation of how much money he's just made from that book launch. So if you're curious, just watch the video. If not, then watch one of my other videos, because that's more about my online photo building agency that I'm kind of building in public in these daily update videos. So this one's a little bit different from the others, but I don't know. I'm just thought I would do this today. So let's dive in. Let's see if we can work it out right. So the last time he showed it on the screen, he's basically got orders for 2,242,209 copies, right, of his book, which is absolutely absurd because each book is valued, I'm going to do it in dollars because he charges in dollars, right, at roughly $30, like kind of including shipping. But what he's managed to do somehow, and I guess this is what he shows in the book as well, in the actual models, is he's managed to put together a 6K package. Still selling the book, right? But what this is like, he's quoted it as kind of like donating 200 copies of the book. And if you do this as a business owner who can definitely probably afford this sort of stuff, then you also get loads of bonuses, like these playbooks and all these other stuff like AI stuff that he's like got, right? And that's now just taken the average order value probably like far beyond like the $30. And he said that he's basically got 25,000 of these kind of like playbook, like the 6K offer slots, right? But from what he was saying, it doesn't sound like he's going to sell all of those in that singular session, because he said he was going to put out to his newsletter and all that stuff. He's confident that he'll sell them, but I really don't think he did that in one go. So if I had to estimate, he'd probably like sold like 7,500 of those on that, basically on that webinar, because he had like an urgency and scarcity thing on there as well. That almost convinced me, almost got me, but not quite, because I know he's an absolute master of marketing. So this being the case, if he just did this, right, the LTV, or like literally just the total amount he's made in revenue from that is, what is that? That's $45 million from that, right? And that would equate to, if this is 7,500, that's times 200 copies, that would be 1.5 million copies. And then that means he's got 700,000 copies left, roughly, to sell. And that's times like $30, right? And that would be an additional 21 million. So 21 million here. That's at least, I'm telling you now, he's just made at least $66 million from a single book launch. I mean, that is absolutely unbelievable. Because he said that I think he spent 4 million on ads, right? So like, yeah, absolutely stupid. And all of these people that are consuming that book are obviously going to trust him forever, get nurtured by him, and get upsold probably later down the line on mentorships and all that stuff. So if I had to estimate, in summary, how much money he just made from that, I would say Alex Hormozi has just made $66 million from that book launch. Absolutely absurd. So one day we'll hopefully get to that point, but he is an absolute machine. That is just a joke. So what I did is, I was a cheapskate. I did not buy the 6K offer. I literally bought his book because I'm curious to see what it says in there. And hopefully I can just break down a few things and a few like model secrets from that in future videos for you, right? If you didn't buy the book. If not, then just go and buy it yourself, and then you can just do that. Wow, that was short, wasn't it? That was only 3 minutes. Well, this one is going to be a short one today. I've just got back from playing paddle, so I'm not gonna overdo it today. So there you go. I think Alex Hormozi just made $66 million from his event. Last thing I want to do for today is just check my metrics for my socials. There we go. 67 subscribers, another 2 in the last 24 hours. Appreciate you guys doing that, whoever that was. And I promise next video tomorrow will be an actual one on strategy, but just that's the only thing I did with my business today, is kind of just watched the Alex Hormozi event, right, and just like kind of chilled a bit today. So I thought I'd talk about that. 8324 on the LinkedIn. Oh. Very small growth in the past 24 hours on that. And then 1169 on Instagram, which has slightly gone up again. Cool. That's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Super short one. And I will catch you in the next one tomorrow. And I promise it will be a proper strategy video. But I didn't want to break the habit. So that's what that's going to be. If you want to watch one of the actual videos that I do on a daily basis, then what am I doing? Oh, no. there we go. Watch it here, and we can go from there.